Identity scandal. Dakota Johnson forces Jamie Dornan to choose true love. The gentle golden sunlight fell on the sun-drenched beach. Jamie Dornan had just finished a press interview and walked out of the majestic Barrier Hotel, where the film crew was staying. He put on sunglasses and quietly walked into his private car. In the back seat, Dakota Johnson was waiting. She wore a light blue silk dress, her eyes as calm as water. But Jamie knew something was about to happen. She didn't call him with a short text message like usual. This time, she only sent one sentence. Jamie, we need to talk. Privately, he swallowed, his heart beating faster than usual. Days without definition, they had been through a lot together. From the early days of filming 50 Shades, to business trips, awards ceremonies, evenings sitting on the hotel balcony, talking about things no one dared to say. Their feelings didn't start with a kiss. It started with understanding. Jamie had said to her one night in Berlin, "If I had met you before Amelia, things would have been different." Dakota didn't answer. She just turned away and whispered, "But you didn't." They never labeled it. Neither of them said, love. They kept their relationship a gray area, artist, soulmate, lover. Jamie had a family. Dakota was always independent, but then, the blurred lines became more and more suffocating. The ultimate, the car stopped at a small beach villa, a place Dakota had rented discreetly, no press, no fans. Jamie walked in, her heart pounding. Dakota poured wine. Didn't look at him, didn't say hello. After a few minutes of silence, she put down her glass and said, "I'm tired, Jamie." Jamie frowned. Tired of what? She turned to him, her eyes no longer soft as usual. There was something strangely resolute. Tired of waiting for you between two worlds. Tired of always being the person behind the scenes. Tired of living in silence, without a name. Jamie tried to speak, but she interrupted, "I'm not 20 anymore. I can't live with a nameless love." "Jamie, I need a name." Breathless, Jamie sat still. Those words, "I need a name," were like a whirlwind that blew into his heart. He knew this day would come. But he was never mentally prepared. "Dakota, I know you have a family." "I know," she replied, her eyes never leaving his. "But I also know I can't go on like this. I love you, and I don't want to love half-heartedly anymore." Jamie closed his eyes. Everything was spinning. "I can't," he stammered. "I can't leave Amelia. I can't destroy everything we've built over the past 10 years. Dakota nodded, not surprised, but still hurt. "That's the answer. So don't keep me around like I'm a second option. I'm not temporary." The air was thick. Jamie felt his throat dry. He didn't know what to say. She stood up, grabbed her coat, and walked out onto the balcony overlooking the ocean. The past never named. Jamie remembers the first time he felt his heart skip a beat for Dakota, not during an intimate scene, but one night in New York. Dakota sat at the piano in her hotel room, playing Clair de Lune. Warm yellow light bathed her slender shoulders. Jamie sat in the corner, quietly watching, then blurted out, "You are the dream I never dared to dream." Dakota smiled softly, not turning around. That memory, and hundreds of others, squeezed his heart like fingers. But now, that dream was demanding definition, the truth in the mirror. After the talk, Jamie returned to the hotel, sat for hours in front of the mirror. He looked at the man in it, perfect on the outside, but conflicted in his eyes. He thought of Amelia, of the children, of mornings filled with laughter, of the dinner table where everyone prayed together. But also of Dakota, of the silence in her eyes, of the letters never sent, of the wordless touch he could not forget. He knew he could not hold two worlds. Dakota's words echoed in his head like a bell. I need a name. Face to face. The next day, Jamie flew back to London. Amelia was home, reading in the living room. When he entered, she looked up, her eyes no longer as gentle as before. I know, she said before he could say anything. About her, about everything. Jamie sat down, his eyes red. I have no excuse. But Dakota did love you, and you loved her too. A deathly silence fell. Amelia sighed. You can love someone. But if you don't dare to name that relationship in front of the world, it was never a big enough love. Jamie was startled. That sentence was almost like what Dakota said last night. You want me to leave? He asked. No, she replied, her eyes sparkling. I want you to choose. But this time, choose decisively. Either you go, or you stay. I will not keep someone who does not belong to me anymore. The silence before the storm. For the next 3 days, Jamie disappeared from social media, the press, and even Dakota. Dakota sent one last message. If you choose me, I will not make you regret it. But if not, don't make me wait another day. Jamie did not reply. He went to a small cabin in the Lake District, a place that had been the filming location for a film he had made as a young man. Somewhere quiet. He needed time, but time was running out.